Hey everyone, it's Aaron Schechter from 365shaves.com and the Facebook group The Wet Shaver Review. I'm coming to you today, 2 days in a row, doing a review on a brush. I am completely a little bit out of my league with this, and I know just yesterday I said that I'd like to try multiples of specific types of hair. Like for example, I don't like to just do a review on if I've only used one boar brush or one badger brush. Well, I'll be honest with you here. I'm going to be reviewing a horsehair brush today. I don't see horsehair brushes being a huge staple in my den, so I'm not sure if I'm going to invest a lot of money in horsehair brushes, but I'd like to give you my, let's just call this a review slash impression of using a horsehair brush from someone that has used synthetics, badger, and boar brushes, okay? So it's a little bit of review, a little bit of just my initial impressions on using a horsehair brush. So the horsehair brush in question is by none other than and I hope I'm saying this name right, either it's Vie-Long or VieLong, and I do not speak Spanish very well, but I believe it's Cachurro horsehair brush, which Cha-Cha tells me it means either cub or puppy is the translation in English. And that's if any Spanish-speaking people can tell me what Cachurro means. And if I'm right, it means puppy. I don't know why they call this the puppy, but it's the puppy. So anyway, here's a little bit about VieLong. It's made in Spain. Spain is known for their horses. Okay, Spain has been known for their horses for centuries, for having the best horses in the entire world. Now, they are not the inventors, though, of a horsehair brush. The horsehair brushes actually go way back, a long time before, all the way back to the Turks, to the Turkish people, and to the Greeks. My in-laws and my family are Greek. So they have a lot of insight on the making of and history behind horsehair brushes. So I get a little bit firsthand, and you could still in Turkey go through the open air markets and find horsehair brushes that are sold in markets on the street in Turkey. And the same thing in Greece, that are not made in Spain, not made from Spanish horsehair, but are made from Turkish horsehair and made in Turkey in a more traditional fashion. This is more of a modern horsehair brush using wood, which is very nice, by the way. They did the wood very nice. I'm not sure what type of wood this is, but it's a very nice wooden base with a metal bulb followed by the horsehair. Now, from the research I've done on this brush and horsehair in general, okay, this is 120 millimeters overall loft. You have or overall height. You have 60 millimeters on the loft and 60 millimeters on the handle. Now, I can tell you this, because of the way that, and it's a 20 millimeter knot, because of the way that it's designed, it's not a bulb, it's more of a fan style type of a knot. It feels definitely more top heavy. It feels like there's more to the bristle than there is to the base. This is an amazing bowl lathering brush. I've used this for my face, for face lathering too, and even though this looks floppy and I could shake it and you could see it has a lot of give to it, this actually has a very decent amount of backbone for face lathering too, though it really shines as a bowl lathering brush. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that in any way, shape, or form. This definitely performs better in a bowl than it does on the face. Now, here's the other thing. I know a thing or two about horses, considering I used to work and live on a horse farm. Now, horsehair brushes are made by a combination of the mane, which is what runs down the back of the horse, and the tail, which obviously I think we all know what a tail is. And it's a ratio of, 60-40, 50-50, 70-30 of whatever tail to mane ratio it is, and that will dictate the softness of it. Now, I could have this wrong, but I believe that the mane is always going to be softer than the tail. So if you get a horsehair brush with more mane hair in it than tail hair, you're going to have a more floppy brush, a softer brush, and the price of that brush is probably going to be more expensive because it's going to be more luxurious. I could tell you after multiple uses with this brush, I don't know what the ratio is. VieLong does not tell you what the ratio of the Cachurro, the puppy, is of hair. It doesn't tell you what the ratio is. But based on face feel, I would say it's majority mane or 50-50 because it's very, very soft on the face. It's got a great backbone. It's got a decent scritch. It's less scritchy than boar, but definitely not as soft as Best Badger. I would definitely say it's equally as soft as Pure Badger. Without a doubt, it's definitely as soft as Pure Badger. Now here's the awesome thing about it. I got this brush for $25, and I usually don't name drop, but I bought this off the Razor Emporium, and I got this for $25. And what's nice about it is it's cruelty free, meaning the animal didn't have to die in order to harvest the hair to make this brush. So some nice horse out in Spain got its, hair cut, same way we get our hair cut, and they just harvested that hair off the ground, sterilized it, cleaned it, tied it, in the bottom, put it in some kind of epoxy, dropped it in, and shipped it to me here in the United States of America. And hence I got the puppy Cachurro brush made by VieLong. Once again, I would definitely say I don't see horse being a huge portion of my shaving brush den. I may get another one, but at most I'm going to have 2 horsehair brushes. I can't see myself being a connoisseur of horsehair brushes. A couple things I have noticed that I was afraid of when I first got this brush. I kept on reading about people having to comb their horsehair brushes, which, like I said, I used to work with horses. I know very well how a wet horse can get its tail very knotted. They tend to knot up very easily. I've used this brush many times now, and not once has this brush ever got a tangle in it, a knot in it, or anything of the sort. You can look right down into it, and there is not one single knot or anything inside of here, or any type of tangling going on. There's really not a whole lot more to say about that. And maybe some other horsehair brushes you might have to comb out. I haven't experienced it with this. For $25, I find this to be an awesome, awesome alternative to a Pure Badger brush, and it's cruelty free. So if you have any hang-ups about an animal having to die in order to make a brush for your shaving needs or cosmetic needs, this is a great way to do it. It's not a vegan product. Obviously, it's coming from an animal, so it's not a synthetic, but it's a nice middle-of-the-road, mid-ground, in between synthetic and in between something having to die. So I hate to put it to you that way, but it's a nice way because it's harvested hair. It's $25, and it's an amazing, has great flow-through, has great backbone, feels very good on the face, a lot like Pure Badger. Has some scritch to it, but not as scritchy as a boar is. So on that note, I hope that was informative. This is the VieLong Cachurro brush. And I'm Aaron from the Wet Shaver Review and 365shaves.com. God bless and have a great day. Talk to you all soon.